Good morning and welcome to It's a Beautiful Day in Fairfield. I'm Mark Turner, that's Claire Vaughn, and Tiffany Lyons has joined us from Fairfield Community High School, new principal this year.
Yes.
Congratulations on the
Thank
new
you.
job.
So how's it been going? You've been on the job for a month or so now?
Well, officially for a month. I think
Okay.
I started about a week after I was hired, meeting with Bobby during the after school, and pretty well been there all summer. But it's been fantastic.
And a lot of great things happening at FCHS this summer.
Yeah, we've
How-
got lots of just busy all the time.
How's the renovation going for
Looks
the gym?
beautiful. It is so close to being done. I think we're right on track, which is fantastic because, in renovation
wood.
projects, that doesn't always happen.
Yeah.
That's
But it
awesome.
looks amazing. Sound system is out of this world.
Yeah, when
Can't
Bob-
wait for our drama department to get a hold of it.
Yes, music department.
Yes, yeah.
When Mr. Wells was here, he said he could hear it in his office.
Yes.
Like it was right there.
Yes, just crystal clear. Like
Wow.
for all of those kids to go to all that work on the musicals, our concerts, and the drama, and then to not be able to hear them sometimes, it's so disappointing for them.
Yeah.
And so I just can't wait. They are super excited.
I'm so glad that was something that you guys invested in and decided to spend a little money on because it is very important. We had at Rotary yesterday, we had Mr. Livesay and the drum majors. They came and talked, and it was just so exciting hearing them talk about all their concerts coming up and the band or the parades they're going to be in.
and they just came off of band camp.
Yes, they had to leave early because they were going to band camp. Something new this year, I almost meant to text you. They're doing a pregame show this year before football games.
All right.
So before the national anthem, they're going to do a pregame, kind of like college football games do. So
Okay.
I'm super excited about that.
Well, we'll of course
Awesome.
have it on Mule Nation.
Yes, we
Of course,
always.
we
Absolutely.
are so thankful we have Mule Nation.
Thank
It
you.
is, if I can't ever be at the school for a game, I know I can always
Watch it.
watch.
And we always try to make sure we have like the band on there, get the cheerleaders on, just to kind of showcase everyone because everyone works their little booties
Oh,
off.
yes, yes.
Every week,
Yeah.
we mention at least once during the broadcast. How many jumping jacks have they done? Man, they must be in better shape than I am.
Shape, yes.
Listen, for sure. I couldn't have even done that when I was in high school, let alone now. Oh my gosh, which high school feels like yesterday, but it's
Does it really?
almost 20 years
Does it
ago.
really?
Oh yeah, like I look at like the kids or college kids, and I think they're the same age, right?
Yeah, I forget that, my colleagues, we're friends and we hang out. And then
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, I'm old enough to be their mother.
Yeah.
I've had some of my colleagues as students. That's kind of...
It's different, right?
Yeah, because I just feel like I'm still a new teacher and I've taught for 28 years.
Yeah.
So I'm in single digits to retire. I'm not
Oh
ready to
my
retire. There's no way.
gosh, that's crazy.
young.
So you've taught for 28 years, and you were in English.
English the whole time.
Wow.
10 years I taught in an elementary school, K6.
Okay.
And then moved to the high school. I've been there for 18 years.
Wow.
Taught all levels of English.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I was in elementary school, I did coach. I have not coached at the high school.
Yeah.
I've been a class sponsor. And Donna Reaver and I are still the student
council.
council
That's what I was
sponsors. So
thinking.
this will be my last year.
Aw.
I'm training some new people to take
Yeah.
over because we have a very active student council.
Mm-hmm.
Our president of our student council, Grady Simpson, is also our district president, and he's going to run for state president.
my
So we haven't had a
gosh.
district president in a long time at
Yeah.
our high school, so it's new.
I'm so excited that they're so involved, that you guys
Yes.
are also involved. And did they earn their trip too? Have you guys fundraised for the trip?
Well, we're still
too?
fundraising
Okay.
for that a little bit, but
Planning on going.
They went. I mean, we paid for it. We just got to kind of recoup a little bit of
okay.
our money. But it was a fantastic trip.
And it was in Arizona?
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
New Mexico, okay.
So they were. It was jam packed.
Aw.
Just all day long, and they had a blast. It was great,
Good.
great speakers. The sponsors do something different, so we're not always with the kids. So it was great. I think one night, I think we stayed up till like 1:30 in the lobby, and they just shared everything that learn. So that was awesome. Well worth the price. We had a fantastic trip. Good. No trouble with our airfare. No, I mean everything was great.
That's
so
good.
yeah, it was wonderful. So
I am so excited about that. I'm glad you guys got to go. I couldn't remember what the time frame was. It seems like the days and months just fly by.
I don't know where summer went, but it's over.
I was going to say, it just seems like yesterday we were wrapping up baseball and softball.
I know. Seriously. Yeah. So when is the first day of student attendance?
Student attendance is August the 14th.
Okay. So same as the grade school.
Staff comes back on the 12th.
Okay.
And then student attendance on the 14th. And then our Meet the Mules is August the 23rd.
Okay.
And that will be a little bit different this year because actually we have Olney coming to do a scrimmage with football. Yeah. So I believe that we had a game to film maybe in there, and so we're trying to do something a little bit different there with the beating, so that'll be exciting.
Yeah.
And just so happens that student council will be doing this is one of our fundraisers, our pork burger sale during that Meet the Mules.
Good idea.
To kind of try to
recoup
some of that money. But so we'll start, that starts at 5:30, Meet the Mules, and we'll have plans are to have that gym open so we can do volleyball and, recognize all of our fall athletes. And then the football scrimmage will be 6 to 8 at the train yard. So
awesome.
Super excited. We plan to have the school open. We call it open house, but really it's just the school will be open. It's not a uniform type of structured thing. Teachers will be out and about.
Right.
Rooms will be open if you want to see what we've done. Tons of painting and just it's always so fun to come back into school and see it. It's like it's brand new, in August, because all of the waxing and cleaning, and they have just worked a ton of hours. So
and fresh coat of paint, man, it just helps so much.
They ask what I want them for my office. I said, "Can I get it painted?" And they're like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it. Not gonna lie." When I was interviewed, they said, "No, you can't change the mascot." Well, I would never change the mascot. I love the Mules.
Right.
But my room is decorated in Mickey and Minnie, 100%. It's red, black, and white, but it's Mickey and Minnie. So
I love that. So have you always loved Disney? Have you
always loved Disney? Grew up going. Actually, my husband did too.
Oh, perfect.
And so we kind of had that love. So we started taking our daughter when she was 2, and we try to go as often as we can. We did not get to go this year, but I have tons of staff that are going or currently there, so
not
they're trying not to rub it in.
Yeah.
But no, we love
they're sending you to text. Hey, look!
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But
Bring
I'm
me
glad
back a
other people
churro.
can. Yeah, I'm glad they can enjoy it.
So, who's your favorite Mickey character?
Well, I'm a Mickey gal. I mean, Mickey is it, but probably Beauty and the Beast and the Lion King are my absolute two favorite movies. So
those are good ones.
They're good. Yeah. And the likelihood that I have Mickey on, like my earrings, my necklace, my bracelet, I have Mickey on pretty well somewhere. So I said we may
and the
have
little
some
portfolio.
My little portfolio. We may have some hidden Mickeys around the school this year. Just saying, may play a little game.
That's fun. I love that. I have a friend who's been doing hiding little rubber duckies in her coworker's office to see how long it takes her to, notice that they're in there. So a hidden Mickey is awesome. Love that.
Everybody gets an extra point for
Well, and our kids are pretty competitive. Of course, I'm not going to lie. So am I. So we would have trivia or hiding Easter eggs in our seminar, my seminar class. We wanted to win.
That's awesome. So, how fun. So we talked about Meet the Mules, and we are planning on airing the scrimmage.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah,
for that.
That's our scrimmage. That's our trial run too. We're planning on being there to make sure all the T's are dotted and the I's are crossed.
Yes. Yeah, it's like our third year doing it, but. It's technology is fun,
Oh yeah, it's great when it works, and then what if there's a glitch?
It's like a brand new system every year.
Well, that's the way I feel. So I always take tickets at ball games. I'm going to have kind of a different role this year, but I also do the desk or the clock. The scoreboard at wrestling matches, and I mean, I figure it out by the last one. It's the scoreboard is, and the scoreboard we have now. I think you need a class. It's intense. My husband's I can't wait to run. And I'm like, good. I'm glad that's your job.
Yeah,
not
not mine.
That makes me
Well,
nervous.
yeah, when Donnie does the
Announcing,
introductions
yep.
of the players and everything, I mean, you know, and now.
I just
mean,
hope people have patience
just-
because it will be a learning process.
Yeah.
This board it's
A lot.
awesome, but
Yeah.
yeah.
It's something new. They're going to have to learn it. So give them some grace. I'm excited to see the new, as LED boards and
Yes,
stuff for like
yes.
advertising and stuff like that. So we sent in our Mule Nation ad yesterday. I did. I'm excited to see it up there on the new board. So I just can't wait to get in
I was
there.
always excited to see it on the big TV screen.
I know. I
Yes.
was-
Every time it comes, look,
there we
we
are.
are. You know?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm excited. So good things happening
Yes.
at FCHS. And
Yes.
when Mr. Wells was here the other day, he kind of talked about some changes that you guys are making, like in the curriculum and adding some new stuff, and that got us super excited.
I
as
love
well.
curriculum.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
That's your
They
jam?
know that's my jam. I love it. And so I'm not going to lie. I know I'll miss teaching. I know
Yeah.
I'll miss being in the classroom, but I'm not moving too far. But I think it's just an extension. It's I kind of have had phases. So 10 years
Right.
I taught elementary, and then I was almost 20 years in high school. So now I kind of like to help teachers be better teachers. And,
Yeah.
Um,
You'll still get to
just
interact with the
still get to
kids,
interact,
and
yeah.
which
Yeah,
will
but
be good.
curriculum, that is my thing.
So was this like always in your plan? Did you always want
No.
to be admin, or
No,
it
not
just kind of
necessarily.
came out of nowhere?
And, sometimes it's like, well, maybe earlier in the process, somebody asked me, are you interested in being principal? Well, at that moment,
Absolutely not.
no. 6 months later, I was like,
maybe
so, yeah.
Sometimes your plans are not always, the
Oh,
same.
for
And so,
sure.
sometimes that opportunity, I thought, I have a few years.
Yeah.
And maybe in a couple of years I'll move. And that couple of years turned into
20.
2 months. I'm like, I'm
Oh.
good. So, I mean, it was, but yeah, I'm super excited.
Good. I'm excited too. Good things are happening.
Oh, yeah.
so.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good things happening at FCHS. And I saw the other day, and Ken Odie, did you see the Ken Odie post the other day? He took popsicles out to the football
Oh,
team.
yeah.
Awesome.
And he just bragged on and on about how the kids were. I mean, every kid that got a popsicle, either a thank you or a handshake and said and thank you, and that speaks a lot.
Yeah.
On,
We have
on the
awesome
teachers
kids.
at the high school, the
Yeah.
parents of the kids. I mean, that just it just speaks a lot for how the kids are treated and how they're respected and
Yeah.
how they respect in return.
Yeah.
We say that a lot on our broadcast too, just like the sportsmanship that you see with our
Yes.
athletes. They'll tackle them and they'll be the first
then they'll
one
help 'em
lifting,
up.
yeah,
Yeah.
lifting them back up.
Yeah,
and
nothing wrong with being competitive, but
Yes.
you still
Yeah.
have
we're
that,
still human beings.
humanity,
Yeah,
yes.
for sure. So we love to see that.
Yeah.
But do you want to do a little weather
I
real
can do
fast,
that.
and then
I
we'll
can do that.
talk some more?
Well, there is no rain in the forecast for today.
Thank goodness.
Of course, there was no rain yesterday or the day before,
Oh my
but we
gosh.
saw some pretty big storms.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was 45 between Florida and Sissy was closed down yesterday for a
Yeah.
while because of that. But
I'm surprised our streets in Fairfield weren't closed down.
I
for
did see a couple of pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were some.
we were sitting in front of the flower shop just watching the wind blow the rain
Yeah.
eastward.
It looked like a lake out there.
It did.
And we had the city police were out, and they were blocking some of the streets in between Maine and
Yes.
Delaware because they just puddle. It just all.
Yeah.
So just why we need that reservoir
Yep.
project. Everyone get behind that, and we can help with our flooding.
Anyway, sunshine today, about 84 for the high, and then it goes back to 89 tomorrow, 90 on Sunday, 92, 94 on Tuesday, but sunshine, or at least that's what it says now.
Yeah. To
It
be
may
determined.
change between now and I don't know what time is it now. It's 8:45. It
Yeah.
may change between now and 8:50.
Yeah,
So-
for sure. That's how it was yesterday with that storm. We were sitting at Rotary, and everyone, like, people had walked because it was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Well, I kept watching my phone, and I was doing something on the phone, and all of a sudden it popped up: Wayne County emergency, severe thunderstorm.
Yeah.
What?
Where?
The sun's shining. So I walked outside and looked west, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, here she
Here
comes.
it comes. And then all of a sudden, not 5 minutes later, the street lights came on.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
it got so dark.
Yeah, it was intense. I went home early because it was just like you needed a kayak to go anywhere,
Yeah.
do anything. I'm like sitting up here in the building by myself, and it was storming. I'm like, I'm just going home. It was like 2:00. I'm going home. Oh goodness. So what else we got? I know you got notes over there.
I do have
Yes,
notes.
what do we wanna
So,
talk about?
well, we've hired several new staff members. So, actually, my husband also took a new job at the high school.
Really?
So,
Oh,
yeah?
Donnie was in the social studies department.
Okay.
And he's now our technology director. So, what
Okay.
used to be Mark Leasty
Yeah.
is now Donnie. So, he'll still be teaching a couple of classes, but he teaches the business side now.
Okay.
So, he has a couple business classes where Mariah Vaughn will teach the technology classes.
Okay.
Donnie's our IT guy. So
Yeah.
he, yeah, I've been calling him a lot this summer. We had, bless his heart, he walked in one day and he's like, the server went down.
Oh no.
So, and everything runs on that server. So, like, I couldn't
Yeah.
print or nobody could print.
Yeah.
And so he's had a ton of work to do this summer. But he's loving it. So he's still
Good.
going to coach. He's still coaching football. But so he moved. So I had to replace two social studies teachers. So we had new teacher orientation. I had 8 people at new teacher orientation
Wow.
in July. So lots of new things happening there. And like I think Bobby mentioned the new classes, the technology classes.
Yeah.
So Christy Anderson's going to be one of our new English teachers, and she is going to have mainly sophomores, but we're still keeping career exploration because that was a fantastic class. So
Good.
none of our classes went away. We just got some new faces teaching them. Another new class that I've been working with, 2 teachers that'll be teaching that this year, brand new class, new curriculum, is called Life Skills.
Yes.
So, we teach, the budgeting and the taxes and that kind of stuff in consumer and econ because
Yeah.
that's a required class. But life skills is kind of like that. I would kind of compare it to those, I was this year's old when I learned like all of these like hacks that you're like, where has this been all my life?
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
and I think a lot
fun.
of times, kids know those they know things that,
Yeah.
why aren't you sharing that with me?
Well, I
Yeah.
wish-
So kind of a combo, not just, teachers giving those
Yeah.
hacks, but like, just sharing. What do you know?
Yeah.
Like, let's share the wealth.
Wish
That's awesome.
Wish I'd have had a class like that when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Because it sure would have saved me a lot of money.
Yeah, it's amazing. So super excited about that. But we just have, so with Mariah Vaughn, she's been working a lot this summer on our website, trying to
Yes.
clean it up and make it a little more user friendly. It seems like sometimes it's hard to find things or know where to go, but
Yeah.
we're trying to get and advertising more. One of the things that we'll do soon is post homecoming dates, but not just this year. So we know that this year's homecoming is it is on Saturday. So the game's at 1:00 on October the 5th, and the dance will be that night from 8 to 11. But that is never our intent to have. I mean, it's 100% officials.
Yeah.
And when
Yeah.
we can get those games, so that's not what we ever choose to do. So starting with 2025, I have my dates written down because I don't want to mess up.
Good job.
So from 2025 to 2029, the game will be on Friday night.
Yeah.
And dance on Saturday. And we plan, now again, those are tentative
Right.
dates. Things can happen because we schedule so far out. Like we already have our officials for 2029. But life does happen. Things can change. But
Right.
we plan on getting that out just as tentative dates on the website, trying to keep people posted because, being student council sponsor, the minute homecoming's over, we're planning for the next year's homecoming. It's a
It's a
year
lot.
process.
Well, I'm excited to hear that because I never knew why it got changed to Saturday, and I'm excited to hear that we're planning
Yes.
for a Friday night game because
We
that's
always
a lot.
we roll with the. You got to be flexible
For
as being in
sure.
education, but yeah, never our choice.
Yeah.
Just because that it's a lot. It's a
Yeah.
lot for the kids.
Yeah.
It's a lot for everybody.
Yeah.
So total change in the structure, even for the football coaches, for the kids.
Yeah.
Are they going to play better on that? You don't want to set an
Right.
obstacle in their way. So,
Right.
so we were super excited that
Good.
that's worked out. So fingers crossed that nothing changes.
Yes, I'm excited for it because I'm like, how do the girls do it? Because I remember when I was a kid in high school, you know, your hair and makeup started at like 9, 10 a.m., you know?
We try, you know, we keep reminding them it's semi-formal. Like
Right.
but I get it. I love it. I love to see
it's
the
fun.
kids and how they dress. And, but I do feel like kids are more, they're able to be themselves. Like they don't have to have the long dress. They don't have to have a super fancy dress. The guys don't have to have a tux.
Right.
Do you?
Yes,
And
I love that.
It's so much fun. And we've been fortunate. We keep our ticket price cheap. It's $10. It's always been, I mean, we just try to keep it reasonable because we want kids to show up. We have a great attendance and they stay.
Good.
So it's awesome.
I love that. Trying to think. Well, I had a thought in my mind, but it went away.
You'll think of it here before long.
I will.
So you mentioned some new classes, and you kind of touched on those a little bit. What type of new classes are we offering? I mean, you mentioned the technology
life skills,
the life
technology
skills.
classes.
Anything
We're
else?
always
I mean,
looking to add. Not to my knowledge, but you know, I'm still new with the whole curriculum. I know the English department's curriculum pretty well.
Okay.
We have added, we have used a program called IXL in the past with it's not really a universal screener, but we haven't had one of those. It's kind of hard to find in the high school level. We've just kind of had to pick and choose. And we're starting a new program at the high school with Renaissance Star Assessment that is geared for high school. Like I said, it's hard to find. So we're super excited about that. We piloted that last year. It'll help with, some MTSS, some tiered interventions, help the teachers, help students where we can see their strengths and then maybe where they have some gaps or some weaknesses and build on those, improve on those skills. But Bobby and I both have. I mean, we want to do a lot, but Rome wasn't built in a day, so we got a baby step, and sometimes we we have a lot of things that we want to do, but we're not going to just throw those out all at once.
Right.
We did take on a new style of registration this year, and it went really well. We talked about technology earlier, and so we did online registration through our Teacher Ease, which Teacher Ease is our platform for our attendance grades, and we just started that last year. So first year, and so this year was our first time to do the online registration. Can't say enough about the people that put that together because we had every secretary, Donnie was involved. Like it was everybody on board, but it went amazing.
Good.
And so when people came in to register in person, we still used the online registration.
Wow.
And so they were, and that's kind of overwhelming if you're not a techie person and you walk in and we've got 20 Chromebooks in the back of the room.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I had one. Okay, I might have had one complaint.
Yeah.
But still it wasn't a bad complaint. I was like, oh, if I would have known it was this easy, I could have done this at home. I'm like, well, we don't want to not see you. That's not our goal.
Right.
But it was
That's
great.
awesome.
It was great.
How many students this year?
I think my last count was 457, but don't hold me to that.
That's great,
441, somewhere in there.
Up or down from last year?
I'm not for sure because I don't know
you're
those
new to
numbers
this.
from last year.
All right.
I feel like it's up because
That's what I'm thinking,
I feel like
too.
it is a little up, but I
Yeah.
tell you, we might have 4 kids move out and then 8 show up.
Right.
It's just kind of
Up
that
and
back
down.
and forth. Yeah. And the last time I spoke with Cassie, I think she said that we were under the 20% for returning students that hadn't started registration, which it's still open.
Right.
I mean, you're never going to catch everybody.
Yeah.
With
Right,
vacations
yeah.
and summer, and
Right.
but it is still open, and they're always welcome to come into the school. I would say call first, just because the guidance office is pretty busy. They schedule, and they're working on schedule changes now. It's never too early. I mean, the earlier the better. That way we can
Right.
hit the ground running. So
Deal.
I feel like that would be such a fun but challenging job, trying to get everyone's schedules, you know what I mean, get what they
I
want.
started with the master schedule. That was probably my first, and that was in like April, and that was overwhelming.
Oh my gosh, I can't imagine.
So
You ought to see us running around here trying to schedule
oh yeah,
different contests, but I
Yeah.
mean, you've got 450 students
and
you
this
got to
class
do.
can't butt up against this class, and you
Yes.
have so many variables, and it just, and we try, we do, but at
Yeah.
the end of the day,
You
Yeah.
just gotta
you aren't going to be able to catch it all.
no, you're gonna do the best you can and
Mm-hmm.
go with that.
And then there's always, next year to improve. So.
That's true.
Very true. I'm checking out the website right now, and it does look really nice. It looks like there's
Yeah.
been quite a few updates already. So Shout out.
FCHSmules.com, right?
Yes.
shout out to
yes.
Mariah. I did see there's a FCHS Music Department fundraiser currently going on. If you guys want to get on and check that out, they're selling T-shirts.
Yes.
And they're very cute.
They are cute.
Buy before September 10th. And then I know Coach Townsend is doing reaching out to businesses and stuff for sponsorships. And they have
They're going to be coming out here. They may be coming out in the next week or so.
Probably because they're fun. I mean, my husband being a
yes.
coach, that football card, you can't use it right now. Over, July
Yes.
31st
I
is the
know.
last day for that.
We're all
And
fiending
I
for our
know.
football
Yeah,
cards.
so I've had some
Now I
students,
gotta,
and they're like,
now I got to
just,
pay for my cheese sauce.
That's
at
right.
La Fuente.
that's right.
Yeah.
And they're like, I just don't know if I can sell these. I'm like, trust me, they sell themselves.
Oh,
like
they
people want
do.
them,
So
they'll
pay-
be out.
I
Yes,
saw a
look
couple
out.
of football players yesterday, and I said, you got to. We want at least two.
Yeah.
So bring them back in.
Come by
Come
the
by
shop.
and see me.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone. I've seen some moms posting on Facebook, like, hey, they're coming out soon, like, let me know if you want to order. So I love that. Like, they're trying to get the edge on because they know everyone
But,
wants
that's
them.
what's,
So.
I think that's great. Everybody fundraises, but
Yeah.
we've got those. I know when FFA is. I know when I'm going to get that meat and cheese and those fruit
Yes.
Yeah.
baskets, and it's nice because it is a great service. FCCLA, they've sold detergent and
Love
stuff like that
that.
for years. Love it because it's something you can use, and it supports a great organization. So.
We can all get behind a fundraiser that, actually benefits us or, what I
Yes.
mean? And they're all
Yes.
great fundraisers. That stuff we actually need, or benefits us. So, yeah, that's fun. Be on the lookout for the Mules cards, y'all. Can we contact Donnie to see sell them?
He does. I have people that contact me, and I'm like, sure, I can
I'll get you
find you
one.
those. Yeah, I know some kids.
Oh, that's awesome.
I had one of my seminar students reached out to me and was like, will you buy a football card? I'm like, well, because my rule has been, with my husband and I both working there,
Oh.
you get bombarded, which I don't
Right.
mind.
Yes.
I said, you'll never know if you don't ask.
Yes.
The worst thing is
I'm gonna
somebody will
say
say
no.
no.
Right.
But they know that our rule is first person to
Yeah.
either one of us, and we literally write down the day and the time. And then we talk, because I know this sounds odd, but we've worked in the same building for years, yet we don't eat lunch together. We have the same lunch hour. We don't eat lunch together, and we don't hardly see each other.
Aw.
So for the last few years, we were on the same floor, and we still literally around the corner, and we might not see each other all day long. So we would call. At the end of the day, anybody hit you up for this? Because
This is the
my
date and
student,
time?
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a race to see who they could get to first.
Yes, you do have to. You gotta set some ground rules with that stuff because I'm sure you guys do get hit up quite a bit.
Yeah.
I see on here too that you guys are still hiring for a custodian and an
We are. We're doing some
instructional
interviews.
aide.
Yes. Yep. Those are still our positions we have left to fill. So, yeah. Anyone is interested, feel free to send in an application, a resume. But yeah, we have an instructional aide, and
Now is that like a
janitor.
paraprofessional?
So a paraprofessional,
Okay.
and that would be that's a one-on-one. So that wouldn't be a classroom aide. Sometimes paraprofessionals work just in a classroom where
Okay.
they're just assisting large group. This is what we call a one-to-one. So a little
Okay.
more individual.
Yes.
But yes.
Awesome.
So.
Good to know. Well, if you guys have any interest in that, be sure and get on fchsmules.com. You can apply there. Let's see. Do you have anything else on your notes we want to
I'm
touch on?
looking, I don't
Not sure.
see anything.
I'll do some events really quick, and then we can think and see if we come up with anything else we want to make sure we hit on. Coming up at Cornerstone Community Church on August 24th, mark your calendars. They are doing a homecoming and prom dress giveaway. That's located at the first corner of First and Delaware in Fairfield, August 24th, 9 a.m. till noon. Miss Donna Reaver puts that on, and we are so thankful for her. Everything, as the giveaway, the name says, everything is free. And they have everything from dresses to flowers to
Shoes,
accessories.
purses.
Yes,
Mhm.
everything.
And it brings a lot of people to town. There
Yes.
are people coming
Yes,
from all
from
over
all
the
over.
place.
Yeah, and they have, they have all the styles of dresses, from formal to semi-formal.
All
and
sizes.
All sizes, which I love.
And I think she's even getting some suits
Ooh.
for the men. Now, I don't know how many, but
Right.
she loves, just always contact her, reach out to her. She has her number out there. And
Yes.
yeah.
Reach out to her. Thank you, Donna, for putting that on. Also, we have the Fall Fun Fest coming up, and there's a King and Queen of the Court pickleball tournament. $35 per player. That is September 21st and 22nd. So you can register on Facebook, Pickleball Players of Wayne County for that.
And we're going to have Kathy Book on to talk about that later this month.
Yeah, I'm excited to have her on. And then the Fall Fun Fest this year is September 18th through the 21st. So be sure and notice that date change. I had someone contact me last night, actually, like, I keep thinking it's the week before. I'm like, it normally is. So, but yeah, it is different this year, 18th through the 21st. And then Farmers Market at Blessed Blooms Flower Farm and Market every Saturday until September 21st. That's 8 a.m. until noon. If you have not been to one of those yet, you need to go check it out.
There's a lot of good local products.
Yes.
So good. And it was just something I feel like our area needed for a long time. I used to love going to like Clarksville or Evansville and hitting up the Mount Vernon had some,
Yeah.
good one for a while. So it's just great that we have the space now and the people to put that on. So go out and support that. Really quick, let's do some birthdays and anniversaries. Going back to, gosh, was that just last Monday? Yeah, the 28th, July 28th. Happy birthday to Maddie Lewis. Happy birthday to my stepson, Jackson Bond, the big 16.
Wow.
I know, it's crazy. Happy birthday to Livia Wells, Caitlin Bozarth, Candy Smith, Maggie Sheridan Marino, and Marty David. A lot of birthdays on the 28th. On the 29th, happy birthday, Jamie Foley Isaacs and Billy and Jimmy Joe Hale. Happy birthday on the 30th to my dad, Kevin Wise, the big 6-0.
Oh, nice.
It's been a lot of that
He's the
around. A lot of people hitting 6-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a baby boomer year or
Apparently.
something.
I always look back and I look at people's birthdays and I go, okay, what was the weather like 9 months ago?
It was Valentine's Day around there.
Yeah.
What was happening? A happy birthday to my dad. On the 31st, happy birthday to Lisa Minor Engel, Rhonda Rose, Mary Musgrave, Miss Musgrave, happy birthday. And to Michael Jerome Molt II. Happy birthday, Michael. On August 1st, happy birthday, Sean Scarborough, Connie Weaver Weber, Melissa Bradley Wood, and Jonathan Vaughn. Happy birthday today to Travis Conrad, August 2nd. And tomorrow, happy birthday on August 3rd to Mary Beth Hutchcraft, Ken Neff, David Robson, Danielle Adams, and Marty Lee. Happy birthday to all of you. And if you have birthday or anniversary submissions, please send those to rjontheair@raylanjames.com. So, question of the day.
Yeah.
What is the weirdest, craziest, or most disturbing thing you've witnessed at a wedding? I know. My mother-in-law's response was, I don't think I can say publicly.
Oh.
So I'm going to have to get the,
Oh.
inside scoop on that one. You got any?
I've got a couple of
All
them.
right,
Actually.
all right,
I'll tell you here in a little bit.
Oh, okay.
After you get done reading them.
Well, I was just going to say mine, which it's not super crazy or anything, but my mom's friend got remarried when I was a kid, and she had me and my sister on like music duties, which it was like a little CD player, and it was a little chapel. It was the cutest little chapel in Robinson. And she had us play Shania Twain, From This Moment.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Classic, great
Yes.
song, love it. Anyways, we're playing it and we're just kind of in it, listening. And I look up at the bride, Lisa was her name, and she's like, cut it. Like, she's like, this song has went on way too I'm ready to move on. And I was just like, probably 12 years old or something. I'm like, oh, okay, ma'am.
Yeah. I was at a wedding one time, and we're sitting there, and one of the groomsmen comes by, and he's I don't know why.
Yeah.
He just undid the button on his shirt. No
Okay.
idea why.
Yeah.
But he comes walking by with his mug, and he sits down, and I look up, and all of a sudden, he's doing this because he caught his shirt on fire.
Oh, my gosh.
And then my other story actually is before the wedding, on the bachelor party.
Yeah.
Well, let's just put it this way. The driver of the party bus stopped and got off.
It was so bad?
There was a fight broke out.
Oh, no.
So the groom shows up at the wedding. He's got a black eye.
Oh, no. Was this like back when they did the bachelor party the night before? Oh, gosh.
Shows up. He's got a black eye. Got into a fight with the best man on the bus, and that erupted.
The best man.
That
Wow.
erupted into a free-for-all for everybody on the bus.
These are supposed to be your best friends. What is happening?
Wow.
I'm so glad that tradition has changed.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
it's not the night before bachelorette parties, because you got a lot on your mind. You got
Yeah.
a lot
Right.
going on.
Well, and, like, you don't want to
Rehearsal
oversleep
dinner.
either.
Yes,
That's kind of,
right,
yeah.
right. We're gonna have a little bit of freedom to sleep in the next day.
I think mine would be at my own wedding. So we had our unity candle, and I had one made that like it wouldn't, the candle itself wouldn't burn. It had a well that had like
Oh, yeah.
A little
lamp oil in
yeah.
it, so I could keep that candle because doesn't everybody keep their unity candle for life?
Right.
So we didn't check the wick, and I think it must have gotten too much
Oil.
in it, and we got married in 1996, so lots of hairspray, rave, the whole bit, ton of volume on my hair, and we went to light it, and this massive fireball shoots out of the unity candle, and I just look at Donnie, and I'm like, please tell me I still have hair. And he's like, yeah, you're good. I'm like, oh, okay. So
Are my eyebrows there?
yeah.
My hair there?
it was a little touch and go.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
wow.
that's funny.
That is crazy.
I thought the story was gonna go like it wouldn't light,
That's
like it's
what I-
one of
that's
those
what I
Well,
thought.
bad
we had that
omens.
because in the 90s, like the mothers would
Right.
light the single candle,
Yeah.
whatever, and they could not get it to light, or our ushers couldn't get the candelabras to light. That's always that. Actually, we got married on Memorial Day weekend, and that seems to be the date my entire family would get married. So I'm an only child, but I had 6 cousins. We all have the same anniversary, at least the weekend, if not the same date. And something always happened. Got married in a little country church, went to
Yeah.
Providence in Johnsonville all my life. And the air conditioning went out one year, or there was always something that happened.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Even if it's an early summer, you gotta have AC when you're
do.
in your tuxes.
Well, and when you,
and
like
your-
you said, those small churches, that's a tiny church, and we packed 200-300 people in there for a wedding, and I'm like,
No, and I just don't do well when I'm hot anyways.
Me either.
I'm not a nice person. I somehow survived a pregnancy. Maddox was born August 29th, and I'm like, I
yep.
don't know how I did it.
Cassandra was
because
July 21st,
Yeah.
and I couldn't
God
wait.
love you.
It was, yep.
I'm sitting in this AC. I'm not going to do any of the things. You guys can try to get me out of this house, but I'm not going.
Yep.
I'm too fat and too hot right now. Oh my gosh. Well, that's fun. We didn't really have any responses on it online, so
That's-
which is kind of my fault. I've been really bad. I haven't read the question of the day like the past 2 or 3 episodes. So my apologies.
that's
Please
true.
answer, and I will make sure to have my little order here so I don't forget to do it. But so what's our trivia for today? We still have like 20 minutes, but
I got a couple of different ones.
okay.
Um,
We should have done Mickey Mouse trivia.
Yeah.
If we would
I
have
should've.
known. I
And
know. If we
didn't
would have
think about
known.
that. How about riddles?
All right.
Oh.
We'll see how this
Well,
goes.
some of these are riddles, some are just questions. All
Okay.
right. Number 1. What color are the goalposts in football?
Yellow.
Yellow.
Yep. In golf, what term is used for one stroke under par?
Birdie.
Birdie. What can you never eat for breakfast?
Never eat for breakfast.
Yep.
Never eat for breakfast.
Supper. I mean, I don't know.
You're half right.
Yeah.
Yeah, lunch and dinner.
Lunch and dinner.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, but is it dinner or is it supper? Like,
Yeah,
where is,
it
what is
depends
that?
on where you are.
Yeah.
It's just like soda.
Yes.
Yeah. Soda or
it's-
pop.
Some place it's soda, some place it's pop, some place it's sody pop,
Or Coke.
or just
Coke,
Coke.
yeah, everything's
I'm,
Coke.
Yes.
So,
I'm guilty of that. It doesn't
You
matter
say
where I
Coke?
go. I order a Coke. Oh, we don't have Coke. We have
Oh,
Pepsi.
Pepsi's
Oh,
fine.
that's okay. Coke's fine.
but for some people, it's not.
No.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a Diet Coke girl. I
I
really
mean-
don't want the
I mean,
Diet
I
Pepsi.
like my
Give me an
Coke.
unsweet tea.
I like my Coke, but
Yeah.
I do like a fountain.
Well, then
Pepsi,
throw in
too.
all the zero.
Yeah.
Because like a Diet Mountain Dew is fine, but Mountain Dew Zero,
It's yeah.
I
It's
know.
different.
It's so weird how they have such different.
Yeah.
I remember
Taste.
going to Texas. My best friend from grade school moved to Texas, and I went down there and visited her at high school, like or grade, maybe it was freshman year, I don't know, 8th grade or freshman year. But they literally like, do you want a Coke? And we're like, yeah, can I get a diet? And they're like, oh yeah, but like everything was a Coke, whether
Yeah.
you're getting a Dr. Pepper or a
Right.
Sprite or whatever.
Right. And that for me, growing in Kentucky,
Yeah.
that it was Coke.
Yeah.
Everything was Coke.
So back on the, not to take up too much of your trivia
No,
time.
no.
Back on the like dinner and supper thing, I grew up with dinner being lunch because my grandma would
Yep.
make a big dinner for
Uh-huh.
everyone at noon, and
Yep.
we all showed up, and that was our big kind of meal of the
Yeah.
day. But a lot of people say it for supper.
For supper.
Yeah,
Ours
I
was
don't get
always
that.
Sunday dinner
Yeah,
because
that
you
was
always
ours.
went to
It
grandma's
was
after
always
church.
Sunday dinner.
Yes.
Yep.
And it was Sunday dinner, but I didn't call it dinner Monday through Saturday.
Really?
It's lunch.
Yeah, it was
That's
lunch
so
then, yeah.
funny.
You don't think about that. but I think that's the English teacher in me. Words. I'm always thinking
Yeah.
about like, why is that? Or, what
Is it slang, or you
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's just like adopted over time.
I think
adapted over
a
time.
lot of it depends on where you're from.
Yes.
Yeah.
What part of the country
Yep.
you're from.
I just feel for like kindergarten teachers. My son Felix was in kindergarten last year, learned to read last year. And God love kindergarten teachers teaching kids to read because
Oh.
the English language is hard.
Hard.
And you're trying to teach them the sounds of these letters. Well, if it's behind this, it makes that sound. If it, you know what I mean?
Except for these words that don't follow that pattern because,
I before
How?
E, except after C, and
How do you make that simple for a kindergartner to understand? And Felix would, ask me questions. I'm like, buddy, that's how it is. I don't know.
I think I read somewhere one time the English language is the hardest
Yep.
language to learn. So
I believe it.
I do too.
Oh, I do too. Yeah.
And God love people like you that have, learned it and mastered it and can help us out and correct us when we're.
I do not feel like I mastered it. That's the thing. It's like you always second guess yourself.
Oh,
or like,
for sure.
Or I sent a text to a group of people, and I had to edit it because I didn't proofread it, and it was grammatically incorrect. And I'm like, only you would
Would
change it.
edit
I
it.
have to. Like,
I can't live with myself.
No.
That's funny.
All right. Next question. What is the color of an airplane's black box?
I'm assuming black.
It's orange.
Really?
I was going to say red just to stand
Easy to
out.
see.
Maybe.
I don't
Yeah.
know
Why do we
why.
call it a black box?
I
Then?
have no idea.
The English language. That's
Yes,
why.
exactly. That's the
That's
only
true.
explanation we need.
That's true. If you're in a race and you pass the person in second place, what place are you in?
First?
Second.
Yeah, you're in second place.
Oh, dang. Yeah.
Okay. In 1492, who sailed the ocean blue?
Sorry, I was looking at black
Columbus.
box.
Columbus, yeah.
So, term black box was first used during World War II, linked to the development of radar and electronic navigational aids, blah, blah, blah. These devices were encased in non-reflective black boxes or housings. The term black box comes from the early days of aviation when these devices were actually black in
Okay.
color. Over time, the color was changed to orange for better visibility, but the name stuck. So,
Okay.
you
you
learn
go.
something new
Yeah.
every day.
That's what we're all about. We got to learn something. Okay. What Shakespeare play features the characters Romeo and Juliet?
Oh,
Romeo and
and
Juliet.
Juliet. Yeah. That's an easy one.
Yeah, when I heard
Keep those
Shakespeare there, I
coming.
was
Yeah.
kind of panicking
Yeah,
because it's
right.
not my favorite thing.
No, not either.
What fruit has an eye but cannot see?
What fruit has an eye but cannot see? Kiwi?
What?
Kiwi?
The pineapple.
Pineapple has an eye?
Pine. I don't know.
I don't know.
Pineapple. I don't know. An
I don't
eye.
know. I don't know what an eye of a pineapple looks like. I was thinking potato at first when I first looked at the question. Then I thought, no, potato's not really a fruit.
Yeah.
All right. In Greek mythology, who turned everything he touched into gold?
What was it? I'm looking up pineapples now.
Midas.
Okay.
King Midas. Yep.
I'm sorry. ADD over here.
All right. Okay. Does a pineapple have an eye? We got to find this out.
pi-
Inquiring minds
Yeah.
want to know.
the first thing that popped up was pineapple for eye floaters. Can eating pineapple reduce the appearance of floaters in our vision? So, okay, how
Okay.
to remove pineapple eyes.
Are those the little dots like in the
Yes.
flesh of the
So
when
skin?
you- when
like
you-
those
Okay.
little
Yeah.
cut the outside
You have
out,
to-
it has those little brown
Yeah.
eyes on it. I just never
But
knew
I
they
didn't
were
know
called.
those were eyes.
I
See,
didn't
I was
either.
going, hooked on phonics. The word pineapple, like you hear eye,
Yes.
but like
Right?
that's why I was thinking kiwi as well. The eyes and like
They
I don't know.
actually have pineapple eye removers.
wow.
There's a 4-piece tool set
A
for
4-piece set.
for peeling and cutting your pineapple. I mean, it's intense.
It is an intense thing. I
Yes.
love fresh pineapple, but somebody just cut it for
Somebody
me. I don't know
Same.
what I'm
I'll
doing.
go to Walmart and get
yeah,
like
because
the
I lose
That's
half
what
of
I
it
do
in the
too.
process.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
But have you ever eaten like a whole one of those? Like I start eating the fresh pineapple from Walmart and then I'll eat the whole thing and then like the next day I wake up and my throat is
Oh,
just
yeah.
so raw from all the acid,
Oh, yeah.
but it's so worth it.
It's like candy. I
It
mean, it's so.
is. I'm not really
I-
a fruit person
I-
either, but that's
Yeah.
one that I can.
Bing cherries is my thing like that.
Cherries.
I cannot eat a Bing cherry ever again.
Oh,
Really?
Well, years ago, we went to a farmer's market,
okay.
and they had Bing cherries. You know, with the little pits in them.
Yes.
For really inexpensive.
Okay.
So I bought about 3 pounds of them on Saturday morning. Well, I ate all 3 pounds by Monday morning.
Oh my god.
I wasn't sick, so I can't do those anymore.
Wow.
Now I did that with carrots when I was little, and I was from the generation that there were no baby carrots; they were real carrots. Like
Yeah.
that wasn't a thing. But I ate so many that literally my skin turned orange.
Oh my god.
Because I would just sit and eat carrot, like I just,
Yeah,
I
just
don't know,
loved
and
'em.
had to be Prairie Farms French onion dip. Only
Girl.
It's
of
only
like
course.
that.
once. And so, I mean, I thought I was like ill,
Yeah.
and
I'm turning
Mom was like,
orange.
"Honey, I think you just ate too many carrots."
I
I'm
mean,
like,
it's
no
like
way.
it's like broccoli and peas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
Yep.
asparagus. I guess.
Asparagus, yeah. So the French onion dip thing,
Mm-hmm.
I just learned within like the past couple of years that's Prairie Farms is only regional.
Yes.
I had no
Oh, see, we
idea.
learned that early because Florida, no way. So
Yeah.
we would go buy groceries. I'm like, where's
Where's
your Prairie
that?
Farms?
Yes.
We have some relatives that live in Alabama,
Yeah.
and when they come up,
They stock
they
up.
bring a cooler because you can't get it in
You
Alabama.
can't.
My family lives in Clarksville, Tennessee,
Yes.
and I have to bring it down. Like it's an unwritten rule. Like I
Mm-hmm.
have to bring it down for them. If we go on vacation, if we're meeting somewhere, I'm in charge of bringing the Prairie Farms French
Yeah.
onion dip, and don't bring just one. Like,
No,
who are we
no.
kidding?
But and I don't even really venture out. Like they have a veggie dip. Like
No,
I don't.
just
no,
give me-
Don't reinvent the wheel.
No,
Like,
it's
so
all
good.
inclusive.
And the
It's
cottage cheese can't. Like I just
Yeah.
tried a
Yes.
different brand for the first time, and cottage cheese, and I'm like,
yeah,
it's
not
good, but it's not Prairie Farms.
Yep.
Well, we're all at that point in our lives. I feel like everything's so expensive, so we're trying to
Yeah.
get the knockoff of things to save a couple dollars here and there, and it's like there
No.
are some things you just
You-
cannot
Yep.
chintz on. And yeah, Prairie Farms is one
Yeah,
of them.
Prairie,
now
Prairie
milk,
Farms, cottage
Milk,
cheese,
I
and
don't notice
Yeah.
it, but I'm not a big milk drinker.
Same.
Like,
So
same.
Ritz crackers and the other ones.
yes.
You know, I gotta have Ritz crackers.
I feel like if you're a Doritos fan, especially
Oh,
Doritos
that's
is a
my
huge
daughter.
one.
I will try
Yeah.
to sneak those
No.
generic ones in, like in a casserole or something. She's like, "These aren't Doritos."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Did you go through the trash?
Yeah.
Can you really
There's
tell?"
no way.
But yeah,
In a casserole, I feel like I could deal with because like I like to make that nacho
Yes,
casserole
yep.
so good,
Yeah.
but
To
to
just sit
eat
down
out of
and
a
eat
bag,
'em,
mm-mm.
no.
Give me the
Steak-
real stuff.
Shake and bake too.
Shake and bake.
Yeah. I can't
I haven't
do.
had that in a long time.
No,
I
I
can't
haven't
do
either.
The
No,
generic
gosh.
shake and bake.
Yeah,
I just can't do it.
there's certain things. When this show first started, we would do generic versus real
Yes,
taste test
yep.
and stuff. So we need to
We
bring
need to
that back.
back,
yeah.
It was fun. And
Oh.
Chris Connard, I think, brought in toilet paper. So it wasn't necessarily a taste test, but can you tell which one's Charmin and which? I'm like, obviously.
Obviously.
The Charmin roll is like this big
You know,
compared to the.
I saw a commercial on TV this morning. I think it's Charmin. Somebody has one that is 6 times the
Oh
normal
my
roll
gosh.
size.
What? Like, how is that fitting on your toilet paper
That's
roll?
my
Yeah.
question. How,
Yeah.
how does that fit on your toilet paper
Yeah.
roll?
That's
That's-
crazy.
I feel like toilet paper math and paper towel math is the hardest math in the world because
Yes.
it's like 6
Is it?
rolls
Yeah.
equals 24
We-
times
Now
2
gonna do
equals
square
40.
footage, and what is
And
that?
now with paper towels, you tear them in half.
Yes.
Right.
Oh,
We
well,
bought some the other day. You tear them in 4s.
Oh my
we'll have the
gosh.
toilet paper that now has like the ridges on that it tears easier. Really? Like who thought of that?
I
Like,
know.
it's
Is this
toilet paper.
necessary?
So
Right.
we even critique like Costco versus Sam's toilet paper.
Okay.
Like, because it's not all.
Are you a
created the same.
membership of
Oh,
both?
both.
Yeah.
And Amazon. Come on, we own it all. Like I can't. Like why? We're a family of 3.
I know.
And our daughter moved out 2 years ago, but we're still we buy
got-
in bulk. That makes sense.
I do like to buy in bulk though, just because I don't know. Like Blair Heisner, my sister-in-law, she came over and saw our little cabinet in our bathroom, and she's like, "It's like a CVS in here." But I'm like,
Okay.
I don't want to
So-
run out.
So you got the
know?
toilet
Yes.
paper pantry, huh?
I have a toilet paper pantry. We have like in our little cabinet, it has glass on the front, but it's like there's 5 things of toothpaste. There's like
Well,
3
and I hate when I go to
mouthwashes.
Walmart, it takes up my whole cart. So then I don't want to have 2 carts. And so
Exactly.
then I'm like, let's just auto ship it. Because
Yes.
that's thank you USPS.
Yes,
and
we
FedEx
appreciate
for bringing my
you.
toilet paper every month. I appreciate it.
I mean, we have gotten so spoiled this day and age, and I'm a
Walmart
bad.
pickup.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I get judged by my friends about how much I use Walmart pickup, and I'm like, I have 2 little kids.
And see, I do the girl math.
Yeah.
I feel like it saves me money.
100%. It saves me money. I'm not taking 2 children in there with
Yeah.
me. And if I go in hungry,
Oh,
I'm
it's bad.
yeah, I'm
and
spending
I'm one
more
of those
money.
that I'm the something shiny and new. Like, oh,
Yes.
this is a new food. Let's try that.
Right.
Did I really need it? No.
Absolutely not.
But-
Yep. It saves us money. Thank you, Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I want to tell Save a Lot, I'm like, you guys, if you would get that, like where I could just order online and pick up, you
Yeah.
know, which Save a Lot's still my run in and
Oh,
get
yes.
whatever I
Yep.
can because it's so much easier and shop local. But yeah, if I'm doing a big haul, I'm doing the
Doing the
Walmart
I
pickup.
do that once a month thing, Walmart, and then I try to
Do Save a
able
Lot
to
in
do
between.
Save a Lot,
Yes.
that,
yeah. And they do have great stuff. We love
They
their
do. I
produce.
love their produce.
Yes.
We're all bad about that. Going
Yeah.
in hungry. and
Yeah.
thinking,
Oh yeah, but you can't go in full either.
No.
Because
No.
you leave with nothing.
Yeah.
And then you're like, where's the
Who was
food?
that
Not-
person that went to the store? Because she ain't here anymore.
Not
Give
me.
me junk
I buy
food.
stuff. Yeah, I'm not really hungry, but I may be hungry later, so I'll get this.
Well, that's
Well,
good.
That's
I
good
don't
for later.
get the help, the suggestions. What do you want for supper? Or like I know what I like for lunch.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, did you get this? No, because I didn't know you wanted it.
Am I
Like,
supposed to read your
yeah, I need
mind
help.
here? Yep. I know. I don't think my husband's been in the store, and well, we've been together 12 years. I'm not sure he's went shopping in 12
But
years.
sometimes when we go together, that's a double whammy because I feel like, wait, how did that get in the car?
Yeah.
It's like having a little
it is, 'cause
child.
we're both the same in the shiny new things. Like, there's a new flavor of Oreo. Really? Okay.
Got to try that.
Oreo, by
Yeah.
the way, has gotten out of control.
I didn't realize I was buying stuff for our Meal Mania that we had
Yes.
and different events, and I'm like, there's a whole, like, half of the aisle is just Oreos. I'm like,
Oreos.
how many different...
Well, there's double
Flavors.
stuff. There's
I-
double stuff.
I pulled it up. Okay, mystery Oreos, unknown
now see,
filling
no.
flavor. No, not doing
No.
that. Love Oreos, which are pink Valentine's treats. Chocolate Oreos, which is triple chocolate delight.
Yeah.
Dark chocolate, golden, carrot cake. I'm kind of
Carrot
down to
cake.
try
Carrot cake
those.
Oreos? Really?
It's on here. Red velvet, birthday cake, mint. I'm a mint chocolate girl, so I could
Yeah.
get behind that. Peppermint bark, s'mores, chocolate marshmallow. I mean,
It's kind of like
it
Peeps.
goes on and
It's
on.
kind of like Peeps.
Yes.
Used to there were Peeps, right?
Yeah.
Just
Now
like
there's-
yellow, pink, blue. Like now it's flavors and chocolate dipped and
yes.
Yeah.
it's crazy.
I saw a salted caramel on here
Ooh.
too. I could get behind
I
that,
could
and
do
a
that.
peanut butter.
Peanut butter, but you know I have to be
Yes.
careful with that because sometimes they're
Yeah.
weird.
Yes.
taste, but peanut butter and chocolate.
That's always my go-to. Reese's are my
Reese's,
favorite.
Yep,
Reese's.
hands down.
Best candy out there.
Yes.
For some reason, the trees and the pumpkins. Are you like that? Do you like
Yes.
those better than
Well-
the regular, or it throws off the
It's a little too. It's like I don't
Too
like
much
the big
peanut
cup.
butter.
It's too
Mhm.
much peanut butter, but
Yep.
don't give me a thin
I-
either because there's
Right.
not. It's the ratio.
What's the point?
Okay, you know the king size Reese's,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Well, now they have a super size Reese's,
Oh,
which
I
has
know.
6 cups in
Oh
it
my
instead of 4.
God.
Now, for me, we do buy those because I have the kids that
Sure.
I'm saving money by, instead of buying 2 of the small ones
Yeah.
or whatever.
Right.
I'll just get the 6 and then mommy can have some too.
Yes.
Because,
Oh. All right, continuing on.
sorry.
That's
yeah,
all right.
the train went off the tracks.
That's all right.
We're pretty ADD around
Shiny
here.
things. Shiny things.
See, I can't help
All right.
it.
How many colors in the rainbow?
Oh, 7?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
7. That's right. What has keys but can't open a lock?
Piano.
Good job. I
That
was
is
getting
good.
there.
All right. Why can't a nose be 12 inches long?
I just feel like that'd be an exceptionally long nose. I don't know. There's an answer to this, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it would then be a foot.
Oh.
Ba-dum-bum.
I like
Yeah.
it. I like it.
All right. What do you
I'm
call
disappointed in us.
It's
Yeah.
it's the nerves. That's why I could have gotten there if I wasn't on camera.
What do you call a bear with no teeth?
Bear with no teeth. I have no idea.
Gummy bear.
Oh my god.
Is this Dad Jokes 101?
I was
Yes.
gonna say
Yeah.
we gotta change our thinking.
Maybe
here.
we should incorporate that in a day in that life skills
Yeah.
class. Like
Yeah,
just
dad
some
joke.
laughter,
Yeah.
the dad joke.
What do
yeah.
Alexander the Great and Winnie the Pooh have in common?
Alexander the Great and Winnie the Pooh. I don't know. Got nothing.
They have the same middle name.
Oh,
The.
Gee.
And our final question for today. How does the ocean say hello?
It
It
waves.
waves.
Yay! We finished on a strong note. We got that one. That's good.
Oh, man.
So when you guys go to Disney, do you go to the ocean too? Are you like beach people? Do you like the?
So we used to. We maybe go for a day.
Yeah.
My husband can see it for 5 minutes and he's good.
Yeah.
I'm the kind of person that likes to my idea would be to be in a pool overlooking the ocean, hear it,
Right.
see it. I don't like to get in it. I don't like
Sand.
the sand. I feel like I'm still cleaning sand out of my car. It was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
For
So
sure.
I don't love that.
Yeah.
But
It's
but
nice
no,
to
when we
see.
do Disney, we go all in. I mean, we have a favorite park. But,
Yeah.
What
is your
which park do you
favorite?
go to?
Magic Kingdom
Magic-
is our. If
well,
we go
yeah.
one day, it has to be. I mean, we ride all the rides and do all the shows and all of that. I don't know that. I guess we would have to have a least favorite. It'd probably be Animal Kingdom. It's not that we don't like it.
Right.
One, it's expensive. You
Yeah.
gotta pick and choose. And we
You're more into the rides and the
that original, just that.
Yeah.
Just the
Yep.
regular Minnie, Mickey. We do love Hollywood Studios, though. My husband's a huge Star Wars fan.
Oh,
so
cool.
We love that. Epcot's fun. It's not that it's not. We just go every few years to that one. Just different. I feel like that one involves more money because part of the experience is tasting all of the things in the different countries.
Yeah.
And that can
You're
really
gonna get
add
expensive.
up. But
So
What's your favorite ride at Disney?
oh wow, favorite ride. I mean, I do love It's a Small World. Peter Pan, though, probably is my
really
one of my favorites. We're not huge roller coaster people,
Yeah.
but I can do roller coasters at Magic Kingdom. But for a true roller coaster person, they're like, those aren't roller coasters.
Yeah.
I know.
I know they're
We
not,
do.
but I'm
really
comfortable
excited.
with them.
Country Bear Jamboree was just redone, and I mean, that's what I grew up with in the
Right, it's the
80s.
nostalgia.
And so, I want to see the new one.
Yeah.
Actually, when we were there last, we were literally going in to watch Country Bear Jamboree, and a lady got injured on her little scooter, and they had to shut down the thing. It was bad. Luckily, she wasn't severely injured, but it was traumatic for everybody.
I bet.
So. But yeah, we're a rope dropper kind of family too. We open the park and close the park.
Wow.
So we get there about 7 and we leave about 1 in the morning.
Do you guys find a place to take a nap throughout
No,
the day?
no, and we
you're
never
going the whole
started that
time?
with Cassandra. So from the time she was 2, we go all day. You can nap in your stroller.
Wow.
We hit it
That's awesome.
hard. We've stayed on site before. We love that, but we have a timeshare just right down the road. So
Makes
Yeah.
it nice.
yeah,
Makes it nice.
Makes it nice.
Yeah.
So, as a mom of 2 young boys,
Mm-hmm.
I went once as an adult when Aniston, my niece, was sick. That was her Make-A-Wish. We went and did that.
Yes.
But it was so overwhelming for me,
Mm-hmm.
and we went with my niece who was in a stroller because
Mm-hmm.
of her condition, and then my nephew who was just a baby at the time, and it was just so many people, and it was stressful, and she was hot, and we didn't know to make reservations, places, and stuff like that. So the thought of going with my 2 children does give me anxiety.
I understand that.
So I'm like, I need people like you who can who's been there, can give me the ins and outs, where do we need to go, especially for that age group, and where do we need to make reservations and all that stuff, because we're just not planners.
Oh, and I'm a big planner.
So I
Our
was
joke
until I
is
met
that-
my husband.
that Donnie and I, when we grow up, we want to work at
Disney?
Disney. We're not growing up anytime soon, but but yeah, I'm a planner, so
Fun.
I always take notes.
Right.
Just have that little
I may
file
be-
about 12 pages long.
I
but,
may be messaging you then
Yep.
if we ever get one planned, because it's...
And I think that really can make or break you, because it is
Yes.
overwhelming. And I don't do, and I bought the books and
Yeah.
and I'm like, wait, this is just crazy. I
Right.
think you have to embrace the fact that you're going to be in a line.
It's going to
But
happen. Yeah.
love the line.
Right.
They've even made it where they're fun.
Yes.
And it's going to be hot. That's the only place I can handle heat.
Heat.
Is Disney World.
Because you're in the happiest place on earth.
Yeah.
That's right.
I just, yeah. So,
Yeah, well, good to know.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe contacting you if we ever decide to plan that. I don't
I have
know.
some staff that they joke and they're like, I think I want to go to Disney with the Lions. So I'm like, I think we can make that happen. Let's plan that trip.
Corporate retreat.
One year, every teacher, when we said, what we'd done this summer, I swear, over 2/3, we'd all been to Branson. And I'm like, what, did we plan that? And we'll see each other. Or one year,
Yeah.
I literally we stopped at the Welcome Center in Florida, and I walk out, and there's the Wells girls on a couch.
Yeah.
Well, hi. Just going to hang out in
It's
Florida.
just like us last year in
Yeah.
Branson.
Yeah.
We ran into the FCHS volleyball team.
That's awesome. Yeah.
It feels like such a big world, and then you travel, and no matter where you're at, you're going to run into someone you know or someone who knows someone you know. My cousin Bethany is in Sweden right now, and Jennifer Quach,
Oh, yeah.
she was in Copenhagen early in the week, and I think Bethany was there on Wednesday or Thursday, so they missed each other by a day in Copenhagen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just so bonkers.
Well, the first year we took Cassandra to Florida, all of the cast members have where they're from on their tags.
Yeah.
And we were in a gift shop, and Donnie's like, I think that lady's tag says Wayne City, Illinois. So I walk around, and I'm like, it is.
Yeah.
It's my grandma's mail carrier sister. Like, how in the world? Like, crazy.
That's awesome.
Oh, it is crazy.
Yes, I love it. Well, that is all the time we have
Yeah.
for today. I sure appreciate you
Yeah,
coming.
thanks for
Thanks for
coming.
having me.
Getting over the nerves of
Oh, yes,
having
a
the
little
camera.
nervous. But, yeah.
You did wonderful.
Thank
and
you.
We appreciate you coming. And next week, I don't
Walt
remember.
Townsend's going to join
Walt
us.
Townsend, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
excited for that one. I've never
Awesome.
sat down and had a conversation with Walt, so I think that'll be a good one too. But
He'll be a lot of fun.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say I've heard he's very entertaining.
He
Yeah.
is. Yep. Well, I really appreciate the opportunity,
Yeah,
and
thank
thank you guys for everything you do for us,
Aw.
because it
Congratulations
really
on the new
helps
job.
us.
And
Thank you.
Yes. Well, everyone have a beautiful weekend and join us next Friday at 8:30 a.m. for It's a Beautiful Day in Fairfield. We will see you then.